Hello everybody! Welcome to One Piece Hat Tutorials Part 5! If you can't already tell by my stories of the last couple days and this lovely schnoz here, we are going to be doing great old Buggy the Clown. Today I'm going to be using other elements, not just made by me, but I'm actually going to be using different patterns here. So the pattern I'm going to be using for Buggy's hat actually comes from the lovely channel, if you can see right here, SKS Props. I highly recommend them. They're a really good channel. They give out a lot of free designs. If they see me on this video, hey, I love your channel, please make more. It helps the community and I will definitely support. But yeah, we're gonna use the Buggy the Clown design to get the hat started, but we're not using the same materials as they are, but we're using them at least for the baseline. Let's get started. Okay, so I just cut out the hat base and the hat base, I guess, holder. So this first material I have is just a foam baseboard. It's pretty hard, so I can knock on it. It's actual board-like. So I figured for the actual brim and base of the hat, we can try it with the baseboard and see how that goes in terms of materials. Also, a cat would be cool. Right, it is. So then after you trace it out, it's going to look like this. Before I move this, however, we're just going to keep track of these are called the registration marks, so it tells us where to cut. So where you trace your circle, we're just going to make some long lines, and they don't have to be terribly long. They just have to be pointing in the direction of where the registration marks are on the pattern. This just tells us where to cut in the circle when we have the little flaps that come through later. Just in case we need to make adjustments, that's why I didn't cut out the triangles just yet. Okay, so after that, your pattern will look like this. Then you take an X-Acto knife or cutting knife, cut this out, and then we'll be good to go from there. Alright, so now we have the base cut out of the foam board. So now we're going to gently bend the middle so the two ends meet. Forgot to mention, we're going to be spraying the fabric with the glue, not the board. The board itself, we're just going to gently press the fabric against. I didn't finish quite yet, but I wanted to show you guys the results so far. So as you can see, I still have ridges in here. So to slowly basically get rid of the bubbles, we're going to gently pull from the top and start allowing to have the fabric pull towards the back of the hat. That gets rid of all these wrinkles that we're seeing here in the front. Before you get to the back of the hat, you're going to take the ends and glue them together either by hot glue or cement glue. Next, we're on the back of the hat here. I got kind of confused with the tutorial I did try to follow, but I think I decided to do my own thing from there. So what I did, I basically took a old cowboy hat here and basically heated up the inside of the top of the hat so we can get 90% of the bubbles out. I didn't get it all completely round, but basically I just cut off a half of this, put it inside here, made the flaps go inward, so then from the outside it would appear a lot more flatter. Once we put the trim on here, it'll look a lot neater. But then what we're going to do, we're going to add a border around here so you don't see all this mess to start. After putting on your border, you're going to put some more orange fabric on top. Make sure it's the correct side up, and make sure you're getting the indentation where the round part is. Alright, so next we're going to start doing the adornments of the hat. So first, instead of the two pigtails that you see down below that are made of Buggy's actual hair, we're going to use these feather boas in I believe it's like a dark blue is what they say, like a, not quite a navy blue, but something close to that. Dark blue feathers, so if you have a cat like me, good luck. Hey y'all, had to re-record this. We're gonna use iron-on tape to put on the white border of the hat, but instead of actually ironing on, we're gonna hot glue instead. And then lastly, for the stripe fabric, I have some cotton. I wanted my stripes to be bigger, but this was all we had, so we'll work. We're gonna make 2-inch borders, about yay big, and basically just glue them to the outer rim of here so you won't see all this. Alright, so the next step we're going to do is the skull and bones. I have a skull ornament that I got from Joanne for Halloween time. On the edge there's a line here, so we're basically just going to be cutting with our craft knife along that line to remove the back facing. Keep the back facing because we're going to be using that to be the bones that are going to be around the edge. As for the nose, I have this holly pick from like Christmas decorations that I just picked off the flower. We're going to put some 77 glue and then put hot glue on top to attach it to the nose here. Also take some scissors and kind of flatten out the cheekbone areas that would be back here for easier attachment to your hat. Before fully attaching the skull to the hat, you can put a small strip of fabric behind it so it has easier adhesion. Lastly, for the bones, you're going to take the rest of the skull, push it down flat, cut round parts on each side, and then stick it in on each side.